Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to episode 6 of our cluster series. Now, episode 5 did end in a little bit of a cliffhanger kind of thing there. We were introduced for the very first time to Nat, and Nat has declared war on us. So we have a bit of prep work to be doing in this episode, so we can go to battle in the very next episode, okay? So I need some water first of all, there we go. And I should have some meat in my campfire. I've already been doing a little bit of work this morning, so we can kind of hop straight into everything. Now, the way this war's going to work is we've had a little chat and everything. We've discussed our plans, and we have a couple. We have like some basic guidelines for what this battle is going to be. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to claim a little island somewhere on Ragnarok and send Nat the location. On this island, I'm going to build up just some small fortifications with the limit that I can't build out of anything higher quality than wood structures. So it's nice and easy for him to destroy and everything. So I can't just hide inside my building. I'm going to have no rideable tames. I can bring my doggo, that is it, okay? So yeah, I'm allowed to bring my doggo. Nat, on the other hand, will be riding on his Megalania, which is called Ruby. My goal is to kill Nat's Megalania, in which case he will become hostage to me, and Nat's goal is to kill me while riding on his Megalania, in which case I will respawn and I will become hostage to him, alright? So we'll just see how that goes. Anyone could win. It's just going to be an exciting bit of fun, really. So we have to try and sort that out, get ourselves all sorted out with an island and kind of fortify it slightly. And I want to get a better weapon as well, because the only real weapon I've got on me is my pike and my crossbow. But that's not going to do anything against a Megalania, especially with a saddle on, being ridden by a player who's trying to kill me. So we're going to have to do a little bit of preparation. Now, in terms of loot we already have on us, I think I do have a better black helmet. Yeah, I managed to grab this out of a supply drop, which is quite nice. I'll have to paint this up, give it the skin and everything, and we'll pop that on later. I won't do that right now, because there are other things I want to head out and do before we get ourselves sorted out properly, because we might get something better. Also in supply drops, I managed to find this nice Ferrazino saddle. We don't have a Ferrazino, but I like ferries a lot. They have a TLC coming up at some point in the near future, so it's going to be, a nice thing to have on us. No blueprint just yet, but a saddle is a saddle at the end of the day. So yeah, a little bit of C4 on that. Maybe we can find use for that. Just random bits I got from drops. Nothing too amazing though. Nothing I can use as a weapon. So the plans are, my RG should be on the balcony. Yeah, perfect. We are going to head over to the ice area, the snow biome. I don't know how cold it is. I think I had some fur in that box actually. So I'll grab my fur leggings. And there should be some cave supply drops in there. And if I remember correctly, their loot is pretty decent. I can't remember how decent, but hopefully it's good enough that we can get some kind of, decent protection. So yeah, I'm going to leave some meat cooking up while I'm gone, actually, because we are a bit low. I've been smelting up a bunch of meat. Smelting up a bunch of metal in between episodes as well, and getting charcoal and everything, just so we have a bit of ammo for... I probably want to make a shotgun. I might make, an assault rifle or something, but probably a shotgun, I think. I'll pull in some wood here. Yeah, we got a bit of ammo already crafted up. I've got a bit of a head start, I'll show you guys. Got 3 watering vessels now. Here we go. Yeah, 128 ammo so far. I got some simple ammo, which I craft into shotgun ammo. So, not too bad. We shouldn't need too much more than that. We'll need a bit more. But yeah, I've been doing my dinos breeding off camera as well. So, that's not the right button. I have a Carno raising up at the moment in the Dino Ball, and we're up to 3 melee mutations now, so an extra 6 points in melee. I know it's nothing too fantastical, but, it's something. So I'm pretty happy at least making progress there. So I'll take the back entrance, it's probably going to be the easiest for us. I also don't know if I showed it off, but I have tamed a beaver. I don't know if I did that in an episode or in between episodes, but yeah, I grabbed a beaver. Basically just gathers wood for us, very useful. So yeah, I'm going to fly over to this kind of cave area that I'm on about. Did I grab the leggings? I think I did. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it right here. This gaping hole just down into this mountain. I'll show you guys on the map where we are right now. So we're located just about here. There is a couple entrances, I think. I don't think this is the only place you can enter this cave from. But this is the one that I find easiest to find. So yeah, we're just going to fly on in, and hopefully you'll see what I mean, and there'll be a couple different cave drops in here. We also have a Lost Colony mission to, for our skill tree to open a bunch of supply crates. So, we'll kind of hit 2 birds with 1 stone by doing this. I'm still quite cold. If we can get some fur armor out of one of these drops, that'd be pretty useful. I have my my leggings on, but it's not quite enough. Come on, land, RG. Here we go. Bunch of penguins. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Ascended fabricated pistol. 417% damage. That's very high. Okay, sweet. I mean, nothing contender for a weapon we might use. I don't use it, like, too OP, because we want to, you know, we've agreed to try and keep the battle fair as we can between each other for the war. Obviously, with him using a dino, me not using a dino, we're not entirely sure how the balance of that will go, but we'll figure it all out. Okay, we've got a drop here that's being defended by these polar bears. Oh, they're actually just dire bears. Okay, I thought they were polar bears. If you guys didn't know, there's polar bears and dire bears in ARK, and the polar bears, there's the dire polar bear, which, okay, another one just spawned in. Great. Shit, dire polar bears are tameable polar bears, regular polar bears are untamable polar bears, and then dire bears just regular dire bears. And on Lost Colony, you have dire bears and polar bears spawning, like, next to each other. So you don't really know what you're going up against. Like, you know, if you don't have a spyglass, you're like, oh, a dire bear to tame. But it's actually a completely untamable dire polar bear, and you're just screwed. Something I was kind of interested about Lost Colony is, like, why didn't they just put the dire polar bears, the tameable ones, in? Because they have tameable polar bears on the map. Or tameable dire bears, I mean. Okay, I do want to be careful about our health. Our health is particularly low. Because we're getting so cold. Yeah, once we get to about half, I'll probably leave the cave. I know there is that one armor doggo pack, which gives us insulation. So we might have to go make that. And then it comes with a sleeping bag as well. It's a drop over there. Hope you can get to about aggro in these dire bears, I mean. Polar bears have, like, a much larger aggro range, as far as I'm aware. So with these polar bears, we should be fine. Okay. Assault rifle. I mean, it looks like the game understands we want weapons, at the very least. This place is also the entrance to the Ice Worm Queen's lair. And I do definitely want to do some of those mini-bosses. There's the Ice Worm Queen and the Lava Golem. I want to try both of those at some point. And they do both give some pretty good loot as well, so if we're a bit more prepared, then, you know, who knows, probably a better way to get loot than doing this. But it would take a lot of prep and ammo and whatnot to actually fight those things, because they are beasts. Oh, that was a Carno saddle. Okay, Ascendant Carno saddle, that is insane, actually. Not always the most useful, but considering we do actively ride around on Carnos as, like, our main battle mount, that is super useful. I think that's all the drops in this cave, at least for now, until they respawn. And there's one more here. Okay, and then we should be able to get out of the snow biome with our life still intact. Ascendant Beaver, Saddle Blueprint, and I'll take the Ascendant Metal Shields. So I do want to tame Cryolophosaurus at some point, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's get out of the cave now, because we've opened all the drops until they respawn. Which, I don't actually know how long it takes them to respawn, but it's not really worth waiting around in the cave. We might as well go do some stuff while we wait, come back later. So yeah. Overall, it's a really safe cave with some really nice, easy, accessible loot. Was that a penguin that's just sliding down there? I didn't know they could do that. It might not have been a penguin at all. I don't know what that would have been, but it looks cool either way. So yeah, I'll take you guys over to the island that I've scouted out for where we're going to be basing up to defend against Nat's attack. It's quite a cool island, and it has a couple tricks up its sleeve as well, and we're still really cold. I kind of just want a beeline for the exit of the snow biome. Fastest route we can take. Because we are freezing. Okay, it's gone now. I guess we were just in a colder area of the snow biome. Perfect. Well, I'm not even going to dump this stuff back at base. We'll just head straight to the island that we are going to build our little camp up on for our attack, our invasion. And I'll see you guys back in a second. Okay, so here we are. This island over here. Pretty sizable island, to be honest. Got a big lighthouse on the top. This is one of my absolute favourite caves on Ragnarok. Well, it's not really a cave. I'll show you what I mean, but it has like a little cave section underneath. I think it's so cool. I was scouting around. I mean, if I check my map, you can see that I was going around like the side of the map, and I was open to just check out as much as I could. There were a few areas that were appealing to me, but as soon as I got to this area, even though I'm already familiar with it, I settled. I was like, no, there's no way I'm beating this. Like, this is just so cool. So we come under here. We're already like lit up by torches and stuff. I didn't place these. This is just as it comes. It's a lovely little dock down here. And there's this, like, spiral staircase that goes up all the way around, and it's so cool. It gives major, like, Sea of Thieves vibes, and I really like that game. It's so cool. So you can come up here. My RG won't fit, sadly. Ooh, and I've just launched myself off the edge. Amazing. That's alright. We're alive, so it's fine. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the RG can't fit through the doorway, so we'll have to go by foot. Can I crouch under you? No, I'm going to have to risk falling off again. Well, there we go. So yeah, through the doorway, and this brings us up and out on top of the island. So just over here, you got the lighthouse, just a random little house here. So there's already a little bit of infrastructure on this island. So it shouldn't be too hard for Nat to find us, because we're going to base up around this area, I think. And I'll show you inside the lighthouse. So as you can see, more spiral staircases, and I love spiral staircases, very cool. We'll start running up. It's kind of like, they feel kind of narrow, you have to be careful on the way up, but it's fine. It's nothing that bad. So come up, there's one little floor in the middle here, where you can, you know, base up or whatever you need. I don't know if you can place like smithies and stuff in it without foundations. I'm guessing you probably can, but who knows? You have to test it. Another little middle floor here, and then right at the top. Okay, so we come out to the top. Not this box. It's just one of the cool things with Ragnarok. These little boxes spawn, which random stuff. So we go 18 arrows and what was that? 7 spears. That's kind of insane. I don't need those. Those are just gonna weigh me down. But yeah, nice little lookout where we can see any approaching attack really. So we can just sit up here, spyglass the horizon, and get an idea of where Nat's coming from. Hopefully see him in advance. Assuming he's going to come over on a raft. He might try and sneak attack us somehow. Is that a purple drop? It's a blue one, I think. That's alright. We'll leave that then. I've already got a bit of a storage box up here with some structures I brought over from base. As I said, I was doing a little bit of grinding earlier, just with my beaver and everything. Trying to get some structures crafted up. So we have a few here. We might need more than this. But for the time being, that should be a good start for sure. Where's my armor doggo? I know I've got more on the doggo. Stuck down there probably, because I don't see him with us. That's alright though. So yeah, it's overall just a pretty cool spot. The lighthouse is really, really awesome. We can't send the lighthouse too much, because I don't think he'd be able to get his Megalania in here, and it wouldn't be very fair just to hide in the lighthouse the entire time. But we'll definitely find some use for this lighthouse, and just, you know, the main, like, secret entrance, that's my favourite part. We can make, like, a sneaky escape if we have to. But yeah, I didn't go down at all, that's alright. So yeah. The house doesn't really have anything else in it. And then I see a little wall over there. I've not really explored too much. So I guess we'll go have a look and see if there's anything in there. Let's go back down to the RG. Again, I don't know where our doggo is. Probably in the water. Yeah, there you go. He's down there in the water. I've noticed that if they get stuck in the water, they just... Are you in the water? Are you underneath there? Or are you on top of there? Oh, you're on there. You're just not coming. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I've noticed there's more exits here like that as well. Yeah, I've noticed that if the armor doggos fall into water, they don't teleport you or anything as you go quite a long way away. They just get stuck in the water. It's like great. So we have a little surrounding wall. I'm gonna make our own separate perimeter anyways out of wooden walls and spike fences. So I just think that'd be cooler and more actual like practical use. I'm hoping the spike fences stop Megalania climbing over them. What's this in there? Can I fly through here? No. Yeah, there's something here, though. Can I go inside? Let's have a look. It looks like it goes down. Does it go very deep? No, it looks like this is it. This is really cool. I love this. This feels so cozy in it. It's like a little bunker. I love stuff like this. That just these really small features that just... They don't have to add them, but they add them to the map, and it just makes it feel so much more immersive. So cool. And then... What else is there? What's this? Is it like just a giant farm, I guess? I don't really know. Anything at the top? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, there might be more stuff on the island that I'll uncover as I keep building. Okay, so I wanted to start trying to wall this place off. So I think starting with this archway is probably going to be a smart move. I kind of want to put a gateway in here. I don't have a gateway on me, so I'll have to go and grab one from base at some point. I'm really heavy at the moment. Let me just dump some stuff onto my RG. You can have my 45 weight saddle. I'm gonna put my blueprints on now. They weigh like nothing. Have that, and I'll split this in half. Because I'm not gonna need 100 just to cover this little space. Okay. If I go from here, probably should be fine. And then I'll just wall it across. I'll try and go in like mostly a straight line, just to keep it convenient, and then I'll go off like a 45-degree angle there. Boom, boom. Like that. And then hopefully that'll be enough. I didn't bring my spike fences down. I have them up there, just not here on my RG, which I probably should have brought them. Okay, walls, place. And I think I would go too high. There's no point in putting them, like, too insanely tall, because the Megalania will just be able to climb over them. How do I put B? So yeah, I'm hoping the spike fences will kind of help me out there. If it can climb over the spike fences, then I guess we'll deal with that if that problem arises. I don't know what we do in that case, but we'll figure it out. Perfect. No, that didn't place the right way. That's not perfect. I take it back. Give me that. No, I don't want a door. Just like that. And then I think we'll do it too high. And then we'll pop our spike fences on, so I'll have to go grab the other pieces. Okay, this is looking alright, and then just there. Cool. Now, unfortunately for us, because we're surrounded by mountains and stuff, we can't really perfectly border it off. Because, I mean, we can put spike walls wherever we want, but he's probably just going to opt to climb up the mountains. So unless we cover every single inch of this island, which didn't really seem that feasible, then he's definitely a big advantage just on the base invasion. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, can I just drop all and then grab it off my bag? Will that fix that? Okay, yeah, perfect. So, yeah, I think he's probably at the overall advantage on this invasion. You know, because he has a... Oh, I've just done the exact same thing again. Okay, I'm terrible. As I was saying, I think he's probably at the overall advantage on this invasion. I'm not sure how good having a shotgun will be against a Megalania, because he's going to have it saddled and everything. Hopefully it's pretty good, and we'll be able to take him out. If we can't take him out, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter if we lose. It's all just for fun. So I'm not too fussed. But obviously I want to win, so we're going to try our best to win. Obviously keeping things nice and fair. We're not going to pull out any shady tactics or anything. Although we could try and set up like a booby trap or something. Not something too OP, but just something to, you know, trip him up. Make sure he's got to stay careful. So I don't think I can put spike walls straight on top, which I will double check now. No, I cannot. But I think if I just use these... Nearby foundation support? What? You're kidding. Ooh, that's not good. What if we do it one more high? I can't believe that already needs foundation support. No, that's got to be just because it's those are CS ones, so maybe it's just because they're CS. What do I need to make a attachment just to test this? I need some wood. Okay, hold on. Is there a tree around here? Here we go. I'm a little bit heavy this. I'm gonna just waddle over here. Waddle, waddle, waddle. There we go. Yeah, we'll see if the regular ones do that as well, because if that's actually a thing, that is abysmal. That's gonna kind of mess up my plan for you know, I made like 90 spike walls. Okay. Please. Please. Oh, I made more CS ones, that's why. Hold on. Hold on, technical difficulties. I'm just not very clever. And now I need more thatch. Right, I'll cut back when I get some thatch. Okay, let's have a little look then. Ooh, why does it do that? That is abysmal. Okay, well, I guess we just can't do that then. No spike fences for... I mean, we can still place them on the other side, I guess. Deez, do you still have your... I think I've got some railings on him. Come here. Yeah, there we go. I cannot carry these. Have that instead. And then... split half. And split half. Okay, I can place these on top, right? I mean, it's not going to be quite the same, but... There we go. So at least we have something to, like, top off our fences so they look not too ugly or anything. Definitely not as good as spiked walls, but whatever. It's fine. So if we do that, and then I'm thinking on the other side of the fence... I've still got my walls on me. Yeah, I do. And there. And then we'll just place them as just, like, the buffers to the fence. And then if he can't climb over them, then he should still not be able to climb over the wall. It's just the rest of the wall isn't really serving much purpose other than aesthetic, I guess. So yeah, just something like this. Looks fine. I don't look too bad. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's not... Okay, it's not what I had in mind, but it still works. So I'm going to start working on building up the base. I don't know how much of the area I'm going to surround, because he can probably just climb over it anyways, just from like the walls and stuff. I'll try to make it look okay. Even if it's not all functional, I want to have it look like I put in some effort, like defending the place. I think that'll just look cool. So yeah, I guess I'll cut back and I'll see you guys after I built this place up a bit. Alright guys, so I'm bringing you back. Now I'm just flying in on the, I don't know what you call this, the force, I guess. And as you can see, I have kind of reinforced the area a little bit. On these, like, natural walls, I've topped them off with spike fences anyways, because I don't know if Megalania can climb over spikes. I've kind of got this wall design here, which I showed you guys earlier, and hopefully it's engineered to be anti-Megalania. Nat will still be able to climb over the walls and stuff, so I'm not completely blocking him out. That'd be boring and unfair. But yeah, I've blocked off kind of the main little walkways here, so that he's going to have to find an alternate way around. I just want to grab this yellow drop before it despawns. I've just got back from doing a loot run from the ice cave. And got some pretty decent weapons. I might use this shotgun. I don't want to use anything too OP, because I want to try and keep the battle fair. It's not going to be very interesting for... I mean, me and Nat wouldn't find it interesting if one of us has a major advantage over the other, and you guys probably won't find that very interesting either. So we're going to try and keep it as fair as possible, while having a unique battle. And yeah, we'll see who wins. I'm definitely curious. I feel like he might have the advantage, but until we see how much damage the weapons are doing to him, we won't know for certain. That's D's. Because he's going to have 50% damage reduction from his saddle, 30% damage reduction from his imprint. So I'm not going to be doing too much damage to him, so hopefully it's all alright. I mean, we'll see. So, yeah, I'll show you a little bit of what I've done. It's nothing too special. I guess it kind of just reminds you of like some like random shooter game. I've just placed random these like little boxes around where I can come in, hide for like a couple seconds, eat some food, heal up before I run back out into the battlefield and start fighting him. But yeah, there's a couple different hidey holes and stuff I've placed around. I've kind of confined myself to this main little peak of the island. As you can see, I've like boxed us in with the walls. Hopefully he doesn't find a way straight in, so we've got to sometimes shoot him before he gets to us. But once he does get to us, it's going to be just, you know, see what we can do. Anything we can do to stay alive is just what we're going to have to do. And we'll figure it out, and hopefully we win the battle. If we don't win the battle, that's completely fine. But I would like to win, just because I'm a little bit competitive. So yeah, this is probably about as much as I'm going to do to this base, because I don't know how much else I can add without really making it quite unfair. So we're going to leave it at probably that. And I'm going to head back to our base now, our like proper base, because I want to make up a shotgun, just a regular primitive pump action shotgun. Make up some ammo, got some food, maybe some med brews. Just last minute preparations really, and then me and Nat will do battle. Probably in the next episode, I think. I'll edit down this video, see how long it is. If we got loads of time to use in this video, maybe I'll fit in this section. But I think we're going to wait till next episode. Most likely going to wait till next episode. So yeah, I'll fly back to base, which I will see you in 3, 2, 1. And boom! Okay, I lied. We're not at base at all. We're not too far away, though. I want to take a quick little stop off to find some penguins. And here we go, there's a bunch here. So, you know, maybe avert your eyes if you're a big penguin fan, but... we're gonna just grab some organic polymer, because if I want to make a shotgun, I'm gonna need some polymer, and I don't have obsidian to make hard poly, and organic polymer is just so much more convenient. Leave me alone, mammoth. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a massacre, I'm afraid. I don't really... okay, I've accidentally the mammoth baby, so he's gonna be a bit annoyed at me now. That's alright though. Come here. I'm just gonna ignore this mammoth. Although it's now, it's like, what do you call it? It's not really a fear roar, but the little war cry. And now I'm dealing like a fraction of the damage, which is fine, but it's not really. It's alright, we're still killing these guys. I don't know how much we need for a shotgun. I'll grab a little bit more than we need anyways, just in case there is anything else that I decide I want. So yeah, we'll just do a little bit of killing. Sorry guys. This map does have Mantis and Carcanos as well, but they're a long way away, and Carcanos are too strong for me anyways. Mantis I could probably take, but I'm just going to stick to the penguins for now. We can move on to Mantis and Carcanos when we're a bit better equipped. How much poly? This can be my bird, not on me. Let's have a look. 40. That's probably enough. Let me check. We need 55. Okay. We'll get a bit more then. Good thing I checked. I had a feeling it was 55. Yeah, there's a couple more here. We'll just, you know, get rid of these guys, and hopefully they'll give us the last 15 that we need. If not, I'll just have to go find some obsidian or more penguins, but I don't see any more around it than these guys. Okay, cool. We're good. Back to base now, for real this time. I'll see you guys there. Okay, I've just got back to base, and I've thrown out our latest Kana mutation. I think I showed off a little bit earlier. But I've just run it out for the first time, and it, it is very pink. I adore this. This is perfect. I love just, like, pink-coloured creatures. I find it so amazing. It makes my brain happy. I don't know why. But this is perfect. I'm definitely going to breed one up just for our personal use. That is hilarious. I'm not sure why it's not breeding with the other guys, though. It's probably just a bug. I'm sure they'll start breeding in a second, so that's fine. But yeah, let's go make our shotgun. I'm a bit overweight as well, so we have to chuck some structures into the smithy. Oh, and of course we got a bunch of, like, random saddles from the cave as well, don't we? Right, I'm going to go to my storage box and dump all of our loot in it. I'll have to make a bookshop as well. I don't have anywhere, like, specific for my blueprints just yet. There you go, there you go, there you go. I'll keep the fur on me, because otherwise I'll forget it when I go to do my next ice cave run. I'll pop those in there as well. Cool. I think my Archie's got some more stuff on it that I dumped onto there, but that's not important right now. Let's have a look. So, here you go. Pump action shotgun. Cool one. Perfect. We have enough. What's that cost? 45 cementing based, 30 metal, and then obviously the polymer. So it's not too bad. Not bad at all. So I'm thinking I'll probably use, I don't know where I put it, but oh, it's on my hotbar. I was testing it. Yeah. This pistol here. Should be decent against Nat's Megalania without being too OP. So I'll carry it on me. If it turns out it's too OP, we won't use it. I'm not sure whether it'll be better than the shotgun or not, because it is 417.5% damage, which is pretty crazy. Like, that's nothing to laugh at. Not bad at all. I've already made up a bit of shotgun ammo. Let me just replace the whistle for the time being. Hold on, can I make a training dummy? Training. There we go. Yes, I can. Perfect. We'll shoot the dummy with these then. Just to get a grasp of which one does more damage in total. The dummy's not going to be particularly accurate because, you know, the armor on the Megalania, we won't be able to perfectly calculate how much damage we'll be doing. But we can at least, like, estimate. Well, not really estimate. We can tell which of the weapons does more damage. Perfect. So, if I reload my shotgun, I'll just hit them straight in the chest. Boom. That is a lot of damage. That is very high for a primitive shotgun. That can't be right. That was doing 300 per pellet. That doesn't seem right. How much health do you have? Did that do anything? I can't even tell. Oh, it's got armor on. That's strange. Okay. Well, what about the pistol? Okay, yeah, that isn't right. That's not right in the slightest. Why is that? Why is that doing that? That is not right. I'm so confused. What if I do it over 10 seconds? That... No, okay. That is so strange. I have no idea what's going on there. That definitely isn't the right number. Let me go test that on a wild dino quickly. That doesn't seem right at all. Unless there's something seriously wrong with our server settings. But, in fact, we'll just test it with the crossbow, because we know how much damage the crossbow's been doing. So if the crossbow is off, we'll know for sure. Yeah, our crossbow does not do that much damage with one arrow. One trank arrow. Okay. Maybe it's just calculating headshots or something. I don't really know. Because I think that was how much we were doing to the Argy when we were knocking that out. That is absurdly high. So I guess the training dummy is kind of useless. Is that like a modded one or a base game one? Just a base game training dummy. And it seems completely inaccurate. What about if I hit it with my team? Yeah, that's way too high. Okay, the training... I have no idea what's going on with training dummies. I've used them in multiple other playthroughs. They've been completely fine. But I know for a fact that's not correct. So if anyone knows what's going on with that, please do let me know. Because that isn't right in the slightest. Okay, well, I guess we'll never know then. We'll have to wait until mid-battle to work out which does more damage. I think... Is the pistol ammo craft in here? I think it is. Let's have a look how much it costs. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's really cheap. That's fine then. Not as expensive as shotgun ammo. So, yeah, we're all good. I do want to find a wild dino, though. I guess we can test the guns on them. Because, I mean... That dummy is definitely wrong, and I just want to show you guys how wrong that dummy is. So yeah, I'll go find one quickly. Okay, we have 2 dodos. So, pistol. 1 body shot was 145 damage. That's, what, 10 times less than what it's doing to the dummy? So that's already a good estimate. And then dodo. What was that, like 30 damage per pellet? With a spread of... How much does it spread? Like 8? I don't know. Might be 12. I have no idea. But yeah, much, much less than the dummy was showing us there, so... That's okay. Well, it seems like the shotgun does more damage by not a huge margin. Like they are fairly close. I don't know which would do more DPS because the pistol also can have what, like 13 in its magazine. You can rapid fire them, so we'll have to see. But yeah. Anyways, I'm probably gonna cut it short for this episode. There's not really much more we need to do. We're pretty much ready to jump straight into war with Nat. So I'm gonna cut you off here, and in the very next episode, we're going to be battling Nat, and whoever wins will take the other person hostage, okay? I might leave some of the rules out in the comments or something for the war, just so you guys have a, can read through those and understand what the plan is for that. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching. I know it's been a shorter one, but the last episode's been quite long anyways, so I'm sure you guys will appreciate a nice little break. Maybe I'll release both episodes at the same time, of me and Nat having the war and this one, I don't know, we'll see. Depends how nice I'm feeling. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys, I'm stuck at the Jungle Cruise, in the next one. Bye!